more, and I can make it more than an African folklore. And printed in stone, cracker cat skeleton bone, so he can see the type of style I'm on.
Yeah, the fear factor dinosaur style rapper. Hit the ground running, never ever been captured. Another chapter, day of the morning after. Ain't too many styles that the brother ain't mastered.
I'm a party rockin' beat knockin' hell of a guy. First impression when you meet me, man, I got kinda shy. But I'm a beast when the beat's on. Love a good street song. 5'7", brown complexion, let's proceed on.
Shining like neon banners with pure grammar. My metaphor stemming the slams like Thor's hammer. The ambush predator can crush competitors. My clan push better a step past the regular rap.
To all the people from back in the day, Jurassic 5 nights up with your party. We know you love it when the record is played. Connected every hood in the USA. To all the people from back in the day, Jurassic 5 nights up with your party. We know you love it when the record is played. Connected every hood in the USA.
These cats get slaughtered like sacrificial lambs at Hajj, using vocals that were recorded in my man's garage.
Hip hop fundamentalist, back with the basic shit. Park jam rooftop created in the basement.
Look at what you faced with, my team about to take this. Your team ain't nothing but replacements, they fake.
Hey, on the real, you need to peep the trade and listen real good how a record is made. Cause the things I say stay sharp as a blade. A campaign to try to free mix Master Spade.
I'm from South Central LA. Some bust rhymes, some bust AK.
That's why the party don't start till we walk in. We be the king of the city like Chris walk in.
Talk with substance, a fresh twist on justice. Enough rough shit, you can bump this in your cut list right now.
People from back in the day, Jurassic 5 nights up your party. We know you love it when the record is played. Connecting every hood in the USA. To all the people from back in the day, Jurassic 5 nights up your party. We know you love it when the record is played. Connecting every hood in the USA.
Even if we gathered no support in this braggadocious sport, I'm the type of grab fighter that tag across your porch with a ferocious force. So winners who's ever the closest horse, reppin' to my grave and ghost my corpse.
For real, cause compromising ain't a part of the plan. I give a damn about you and your man. And what you think is the hot shit really ain't the hot shit. Come on now, brother, please stop it.
Thanks for the beat, cause it's a treasure. A diamond in the rough if you're digging the stuff. We come with wordplay wizardry, nerds face misery. You think the fire falling off? Please, are you kidding me?
Pride of my arrival and survival as such. Step from the plane of media says what? How can I say it where the hood niggas get it? And stop giving all these other fake niggas credit. Come on.
To all the people from back in the day, Jurassic 5 nights up your party. We know you love it when the record is played. Connecting every hood in the USA. To all the people from back in the day, Jurassic 5 nights up your party. We know you love it when the record is played. Connecting every hood in the USA.
Can I bust rock with Jurassic? The word metallurgy masters, purge rappers. Observe how black lives scatter with leaf blowers cover a clergy of pastors with dirty ashes. In God's eyes, only mercy mattered. Bare chested, only indoors, doing windmills with no drawers. In every direction, I shit on your bars. Focus my breathing, tactical throw weight within reason. Intravenous vitamin C, a D3, B12 divided by 4. Give me omega 3. The MC with money gums and bloody T-Rex teeth. Frontal lobe to the front, smoke half a blunt, operate half a dozen Bluetooth devices at once. Sacrifice a pound of flesh for every ounce of patience and amalgamation. Something akin to self-annihilation. Holy mother of Jesus, male rappers with hemorrhagic fevers, females with hemorrhagic queefers. They don't wanna talk about it, me neither. They don't believe there's such a creature wrapped in meat reaper. Rapping this useless eat up all night like tweakers in front of butane heaters, pulling out ingrown hairs with tweezers. Not on my face, but on my girl's beef. I keep her because she's not a terminal bleeder. I research homeopathic healers, channeling Saturn alien teachers, falling into deep sleep seizures, only to wake up weaker to see I slowly develop alien features like Mr. Barber making beats in theater on drum machine, smoking reefer with ET fingers like a million eye pictorial financial seekers. Canibus J5 in your speaker, wireless receiver. I'm so eager to use my new bird feeder. And my on back in the day, nobody rhyme like this till this day. The capital C, the capital J, the Atlas on Google Play. Catch the eye pictorial way.
Back in the day, Jurassic 5 nights up in your party. We know you love it when the record is played. Connecting every hood in the USA.
NFT exclusive, just for you. Listen to the music. Mass Malthusian Delusions of grandeur. Eucalyptic massage, it feels so soothing. Very nice to meet you, Miss Big Booty. My name is Captain Stooping. I hope I'm not intruding. Of course, you're still recouping from yesterday's afternoon thing. The blow fishing and the hooting, serenading and crooning. I've got good news, the weather's improving, and everyone's assembling for the debut viewing of my newly released Jekyll and Hyde movie. It's promised to be a doobie, but if you don't feel like hanging out with the groupies, you can pop your coochie and we watch some other Netflix movie. There was a knock on the door and a deep voice, por favor, senor, while we were anchored directly offshore. He said he's only got enough space to show me there's no space left. Yo, who is this fucking space cadet? I told him these rhymes were designed elsewhere, then brought to earth through a stargate here. I get paid to produce it, even if you don't listen to it, so I don't care what you do with it. First, we must establish a baseline. If you can hear this rhyme, you've already interfered with time. 1 hour therapy every Tuesday, in a room alone with Papa Jube. We hold hands and pray to the beat for root play. They help me get away from the black boule. No need to say more, it's a new day. Whoever take, you break, you pay. Far away from a dark side moon base, pumping that new DJ Who Kid tape. Illuminate the whole modern human race. You are great, but only in a future time and place. The current test method all by itself is a death sentence. Just listen and I answer your questions. Neon orange leaves, Japanese maple trees. If you scream, I'll staple your knees. My muse is my lover, and there is much more to discover. The perfect poetry, the hunger. This is not fictitious. My queen eats delicious kingfishers on Port Murion dishes. Breaded shrimp mixed with peppermint over shredded pimp. Nobody's ever had it since. Scotch bonnet pepper on the road to Mecca. Nobody's ever told this story better. Placebo-based controls take your soul, erase what you know, then put your brain back in the same skull. Music to my ears, the nightmares of one's own fears. Now imagine it's written in layers. Sigillum, D, Signum, D, V. My new system makes the old system obsolete. Frankenstein's experiment has escaped the lab. These knuckles made of brass need a face to smash. The charagma is engraved on your face, on your mask, on your ass, on your feet, and at the base of your hands. There's no pit of fire in the lake, my man. Only highly flammable vapes and gas. No please, yes thanks, just talk to me, champ. They must have emptied your memory banks. Now I question your trustworthiness. You a dirty little subversionist. What you keep searching for, bitch? Chronic fatigue syndrome, Google it and get the new ringtone. You ain't grown, you shrinking, home. They call me Mazel Tov Malkovich, and my hollow bones conduits help me get something out of it. The name of the album is One Step Closer. The Cathedral magic involved is Sideways Ocho. Marco, hiding from Chronos, sunbathing in a magnetic sun through the ozone. A randomized control trial. You see, it's all about style and whatever they talk about now. The whens, the whys, the hows, it all stays hidden in the files. That's why it's called a control trial. Mass Malthusian Delusion. Is this an illusion set up by the illusionists? Or is this a group of illumined ones doing this? Or is this an arrogant group with a movement not knowing what the movement is? Is this complete and utter foolishness? Or is this the pathetic weak human in us choosing this? We might need Judge Judy for this. Mass Malthusian Delusion. Mass Malthusian Delusion. Mass Malthusian Delusion. M80 is the new Rick Rubin. Shout out to Jason and Brandon in New Hampshire. It started with the DOD after World War II in Japan, when the company branched that ended up with the Money Clan. They put him on open sea for the whole world to see. A man so handsome has never been killed for ransom. They put pineapple skins in his mouth and gagged him, then put him in a bomb-proof box and fragged him. Tortured, burnt, wasted, boiled, filleted, strangled, hanged him upside down in a pit for wild animals. Wearing multiverse wearables, highly scalable, near innumerable variables. Then just stand there and stare at you. Half the room quiet, half the room was hysterical. There's a parable about the plot he was buried next to. I read their electronic diary right before they fired me. Then when I wrote a better one, they rehired me. Oh, how fitting the irony. Sometimes society was so kind to me that I'd literally rhyme for free. If the terms set forth are suitable, once you agree, they become immutable. They carry crucibles to your cubicle. And of course, none of this is really provable. If for any reason you refuse to go, I just wanted you to know, if you can adjust protocol, I'll take you to the next Super Bowl, as long as that's between me and you though. Behold the Infinity Scrolls, vintage investors and sophisticated collectors standing outside in the cold. We serve pipe and hot caramel macchiatos and hand out customary Columbia ponchos on loan. For those calling my phone, our standing by to provide 5-star service and answer any question you might propose. But I think you're holding the mic too close. Please be patient while we place you on hold. Each custom vintage mode, physically sold but individually owned. My writing process is like minting gold. We can modify his behavior by shooting him in the head with a laser. Then 5G Terminator his ass later. Tied down in a crypto.com center high lounge by this British broad that tried to offer me £5. Okay, let's go talk business somewhere off in the distance. Real normal, like you just talking to Christians. A glass opaque, cylinder case, pyramid shape. How could you really hate what a real lyricist make? I shave tits for a living. Yeah, about 2 clients per day. The best way to talk shit to a scientist's face. Playing poker, met a cougar at Kroger. A few years older, she walked over and asked me to sign her cannabis poster. The black market certified smoker, taking a total piss at the voters and anyone counter uplifting the culture. Every man on my rifle team has the survival gene and at least 5 vital streams of Cobra and Bible mean. They changed my orders, forced me to the border. Now I'm living in a yurt made of mud with Ethiopian quality water. How would you like your omelet? Meta burger, bacteria bomblets, beyond vegan nano electronics. Who is the aggressor and who is compliant? Whose agenda murders the uninspired underneath the shroud of science? They're gonna hold you responsible 100%. They're gonna charge you for attaching it to a sugar molecule. I saw visions of the slaughter on the outermost layer of the transmission fluid floating on top of the water. Yeah, a lot of things he say be way out there, but what could it hurt just to hear him out with your inner ear? It's a nice day outside, I untie the ropes. Come on baby, let's take a ride on the boat. Generator humming, starboard and port both running. Yo, what in the hell you fuss about now, woman? Backed off and beach, just you and me. That you believe free like our ancestors used to be. Smile, lay down, chill. The Starship Disney Hotel, black Amex card, pay all the bills. Mickey Mouse bubble bath, como se dice, suffering succotash. So in love with your thick fat ass. Let's start a business, 24-hour fitness or bed and breakfast, real estate assistance, or maybe publishing or printing. Now if I sell my soul and you collect the money, when we reinvest it, I could buy my soul back, honey. If you the nicest, why you charge bargain basement prices? The zeitgeist hybrid, dead, silent, dismembered and lifeless. Peace be well, indeed be grateful for your B and T cells with detailed descriptions in the email. He has the immune system of a super. He was staying in Worcester by the time he had his 30th booster. It is not a paradox to fight to pursue life. It's only right. Some humans need a spark to see the light. The data was captured but contaminated. The bag of biohazard waste was handed over to the pond scum that originally made it. A sophisticated, very well-natured, educated behaviorist who happens to be my absolute favorite. I rarely exaggerate when I rhyme in the booth, even a minuscule lies in myopic kind of truth. Can't forget Thomas Gibson and Brian from Virginia, creme de la creme rippers who put up for the big picture.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah.
Style.
Whoa. Yay. Whoa. Yay. Whoa. Standing adjacent to myself in displacement, questioning the pavement in my quest to embrace it. Well, all hell broke loose. I was aware the devil was tempting me, but all that negative energy sent to me only strengthened me. Eventually I dug out of the dirt like a centipede, thanks to a voice from the 5th dimension that yells at me. During a mass awakening, laid my queen in our room, held my breath and placed the seed in her womb. As the reporter that I seen on the news stands in the rain, I wonder what's been washed more. Was it our hands or our brains? Now we got 5G towers leaving your memory fried. What does iatrogenic mean? What is the MRC5? Form a single file line, when are we live? They trying to hide the truth so we'll forever be blind. Spread like wildfires whenever we rhyme and lock it down with these bars like it's a federal crime.
Cause there's a time that is given,
Listen. Yeah.
evil will multiply.
Evil. Evil. Yeah.
Cause every man want go heaven.
Every man.
Yeah. But nobody won't die.
You know one dead,
Won't die. Nobody won't die.
I'm mastered rapping a pitch black bat habitat. I'm Burt Bacharach wearing a MAGA hat to the back. They took me to task. I physically collapsed, they laughed. At 10,000 feet, running fast, wearing a mask. They was waiting for the rapture, but ended up getting recaptured. Human nature became unnatural. Repopulate recombinant chromosome 8. You gon' find out fucking with the microphone ace. The brimstone bully, the boogeyman wearing a hoodie. Looky, some sweet girl test the pussy tonight. Mango rice, hand crack, hand roll dice. 50 Foxtrot, tango twice. Trader Joe with a mono atomic atomic mass made of gold. Darth Vader breathed smallpox 2.0 with advanced fighter maneuvers, nostril implants with oxygen boosters. Kubla Khan shaka Zulu top tier cockfight booster. Rastaman come back from the future, cornucopia of human minutia. We hunt down 5G towers in the Toyota Yaris with Debbie Tavares, trying to make a better tomorrow.
There's a time that is given, it is given. Yeah, evil will multiply. Multiply, man. Evil. Cause every man want go heaven. Yeah, lift up. But nobody won't die. Won't die. But nobody won't die.
Them sticks gonna hate anyway. How we no listen to the words where them say. Them can't stop we shine no way. Make them know say it's a beautiful day. Hey, them snakes gonna hate anyway. How we no listen to the words where them say. Them can't block we shine no way. Make them know say it's a beautiful day. Every day. Frown pon them face, them wake up with a lot of sin. Them need a hug, them need advice, them need a lot of things. Them need to stay the F away from us, cause we are born king. Them can't come up to free ranking. Keep it grass cut look and them a snake for real. And when them come up in the sight, you're feeling hate for real. Jah, protect the lion, keep them far from the Eden. Keep me stark, cause them can't step to me garden. Them snakes gonna hate anyway. How we no listen to the words where them say. Them can't stop we shine no way. Make them know say it's a beautiful day. Hey, them snakes gonna hate anyway. How we no listen to the words where them say. Them can't block we shine no way. Make them know say it's a beautiful day. Every day.
Emotion manifest thought manifest action. Kinetic action manifest the reality we crafted. True masters enjoy the fruits of their labor with laughter, but this can only take place after.
You is the knock, need my D. Flows travel at Mach speed. My guard squad, bomb squad. Keep shot from the heart of New York. City blocks is like the arteries. On the side will gotta be when they decide to martyr me. See the necessity for the Christ and the Hitler. Brevity of the scriptures are register on the Richter. While most go way of the gun, way of the ego, allowing words to penetrate both soul and cerebral. I evolved to God, transcended the MC. I began to get free and turn my chi to channel me. And yea, though I walk through the valley where the shadows dwell, I stand tall like pyramids where the pharaohs fell. My eye keys, the all I seeing. Anunnakis to spot me doing shows for human beings. Impact of my raps put cracks in the Coliseum. My remains a headline, a world tour at your museum.
Emotion manifest thought, thought manifest action. Kinetic action manifest the reality we crafted. True masters enjoy the fruits of their labor with laughter, but this can only take place after the work is done. Work on all fronts, mind, body, spirit, soul, son.
Veteran sharpshooter on the battlefield. I bet you 500,000 caliber ain't half as real. We black Mayans, we set it like Somalian pirates. Subterranean tyrants that slay giants. Squeezing the iron at your pastor cause he lying. He Babylon, frontin' like he down with Mount Zion. Divine purpose, I see you scurry to your churches to purchase the word of God, but your currency is worthless. Your soul still searches, you praying to your false prophets. It's faulty logic in the course, is your lost prophet. Knowledge is flawed like the Gnostics. I got this, brandishing understanding unseen to the optics. I rest in fantasy till I reach my moment of clarity. Give birth to thoughts and manifest them in reality. A young Marcus Garvey with a gun on a Harley. The dark messenger resurrected as son Marley. They asking me, yo son, where you been at? In my G's and Queens, nigga, I been at where my skin at. I move stealth for health and spiritual wealth. Confront the evil of my ego, slap boxing with my shadow self. Then pray solemnly that peace be upon me. Then calmly we'll pass the zombies wearing Abercrombie. Up on beats, gunning like a young Huey Newton. But human evolution starts with inner revolution. Son of Harriet Tubman, a Gap 2 Farrakhan. And on my dad's Quran, I never swear upon. Rappers is blood, that's why I run up on them like what? I'm King Tut with gold teeth and a queen strut. Born son of the benevolent, among malevolent souls, I'm universal like ether, the fifth element. I'm not running, nigga, I'll bust my gun in. Sharpshooter, son, doula, the master builder's coming.
Emotion manifest thought, thought manifest action. Kinetic action manifest the reality we crafted. True masters enjoy the fruits of their labor with laughter. But this can only take place after the work is done.
Monster, mashing, eating rappers like a ration with a passion. Rappers that's surpassing, hand game official. I move like an assassin. I'ma gain traction, foot mashing, cashing. I'm a man of action, flow animal, flammable. Eat rappers out like I'm Hannibal. Rob them at gunpoint for mechanicals, not accessible, unpreparable, independent, but still rapping for capital. Unforgettable, disrespectful, ain't acceptable. Mashing, I'ma move just like an assassin, destroy a lot of rappers. But who the fuck's counting? Tripping down to their gunware. But when I'm done, then I'm bouncing. Soon as I see what I want, you know they give it up. Cause I'm Wolf, get word of mouth, and I don't give a fuck. Believe that, see that, he that, we that, circle back like you. Yo, I need that. I know you like the movies, I know you know what yours is. My name is Wolfgang, my team is way bigger than yours is. Yo, you get it right, live it long and move on. Cause we can get it crackin', nigga, all night long. These young bucks in the party, they then will make it here. C-74, straight off the Gladiator tier. I never got hit, I never felt the blows. 52 comp stock with the block and elbows. I dropping bombs, just like the Gap Band, just like the Gap Band. Hit him with his backhand, head hit the table. You can hear it crack, man. Doctor see the split, soon as he see the CAT scan. I'm Reggie's bigger brother, please don't confuse me. I'm a double barrel shotgun, Reggie Noble is a Uzi. Original, rap criminal, shot spelled shotgun blast. Nigga, great duck means my trigger finger's digital. You know what it is when you see me coming through. K-S-O-L-O, yeah, nigga.
If the tribe ever get live to push on by, we gon' knock on your door like them cable guys. Make sure there's an adult home to let us inside. If we knock on your door like them cable guys, we only accept cash if you don't mind. When we knock on your door like them cable guys, and if you happen to decide you don't wanna comply, keep knocking on your door like them cable guys. I'm the 100th monkey running through Dubai in my undies. Take worms in my tummy, I'm always hungry. I wear a mask as a vow of silence. When turbulence get violent, both hands on the stick like a pilot. You been drinking or sprinting with your ding-a-ling swinging. Interesting, you let mind control your thinking. Keep listening, if you're listening, I'ma tell you why. We gon' knock on your door like them cable guys. Shape charges blow out central columns, then collapse on them. Trapped till the morning, please acknowledge I'm a biometric gangster from college. Honest hip-hop lobbyist, my favorite lunchbox, comfortable office. Canibus produce high amounts of lyrics per hour. This whole infinity thing, just a symbol of power. Spatial series, DNA and ion theories. I'm a serious nigga, till you show me some titties. I'm the scientifical version of mystical too. If hip-hop is a school, then Master P is for principal. Def Jam had the whole game under pressure. Now you in a group rhyming together like salt and pepper. Whatever, that shit ain't going nowhere, nigga. All that old head shit is water under the river. Ain't none of you got no labels, how you gonna deliver? Whoever your sponsor is, tell him your clothes don't fit you. No website, no merchandise, promotional pictures. Ain't popping no bottles, ain't got no bitches. When they say we don't believe you in the game, no need you, what you say, Lo?
I'm a Muhammad Ali when I see you.
If the tribe ever get live to push on by, we gon'
knock on your door like them cable guys, make sure there's an adult home to let us inside. If we knock on your door like them cable guys, we only accept cash if you don't mind. When we knock on your door like them cable guys, and if you happen to decide you don't wanna comply, keep knocking on your door like them cable guys. If the tribe ever get live to push on by, we gon' knock on your door like them cable guys. Make sure there's an adult home to let us inside. If we knock on your door like them cable guys, we only accept cash if you don't mind. When we knock on your door like them cable guys, and if you happen to decide you don't wanna comply, keep knocking on your door like them cable guys. I get home, go to my room, then close the door. There's a shrine with hollow bones and designs on the floor. Modern electron scope, LED color modes. Up until recently, this is how I discovered flows. I landed my SpaceX in a Tyvek suit with a face mesh, but I confess I haven't been to space yet. When the fans get depressed, they go to my last known address. Text my phone with cold threats. He's addicted to cigarettes, she's addicted to 5-minute sex. As it turns out, both their needs relieve stress. Oh my God, look at all these Comic-Con hoes. I sniff her toes and got Omicron on my nose. How else would you know? I am the man from Cybertron, attending this year's Comic-Con with greasy goggles on. Toggle my screen, smoke medical tree from a bong. I'm looking for Mr. Incredible's wife in a thong. It is cold outside, but behind these doors it is warm. Ever since I turned the rocket stove on, I haven't had this much peace and quiet in so long. I forgot how bad the world is gone. I'm a 100-year-old black Clint Eastwood. I'm a shooter with a Lapua, chilling in the woods. There is no survival group. Come on, man, there's only 5 of you. What the fuck that's supposed to do? Put that weight on your shoulders, your clavicle can end up in your colon. Some things are better not spoken. The schedule's open, your interview's at 12. They wanna ask you about L. Thank you, bus. Checks in the mail. MDC 130. Me and the old lady getting flirty. Can't help myself, she's so pretty. Took a Zoom course on genome streamline sewing. We discussed the top 5 depopulation components. Chapter 6, the labyrinth of indecision. Let me see if you get it. Can anyone tell me where this book was written? She spoke in some kind of code, wearing some old Merovingian clothes. She had a Native American indigenous nose. My phone fell in the river. A diver was hired to retrieve it and bring it back to my sister before dinner. I read on the internet how I could bring it back to life if I let it dry in a bag of jasmine rice. I was a bad boy more than twice. All night she wore tights. It's not illegal to stare, is it right? I speak to Pata and Patois. He hears best. For me to speak the Queen's English is a fair request. See, I never been the type to buckle from peer pressure, no question. Even if I was near best. When I feel like a rebel, I piss off the side of my vessel. And don't know why I'm compelled to tell you. I ain't trying to sell you, show and tell you, or help you. Direct energy melt you. Who in the bloody hell ever felt you? Can anybody rhyme like this? Well, if they could, it wouldn't be special. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. You made a Bob Dylan deal with the devil. God bless you, now you in trouble. Sitting in the Mars temple, eating rotten spam and lentils. Pen and paper, pad and pencil, rehearsing over my song instrumental. Tell the truth, you do it for revenue. You don't care whether or not it's ethical. You commit lyrical seppuku. Don't you dare listen to them, and don't let them get you. If this is a test, it's God testing you. Ice burn blisters, the flow so cold you get the shivers when you are surrounded by niggas holding clippers, trimming your whiskers, spritzes with a sprinkle of citrus. Damn bitch, you sure know how to make an entrance. Maintenance drinkers, brother Noopsy and the soul sisters, a bunch of crypto gold diggers. The worm from the wood tastes bitter. You do the logistics, I do the metrics. The old wizard with bar-coded energy, root chakra need a colon cleansing like rotary engines. Leftover emissions with high compression, low resistance. That piece of shit is grossly expensive, bro. What you thinking? I remember being lectured by Richard Mesger. Caterpillar and maggot cocoons burrow deep in the open wounds of the soon-to-be damned and doomed. Aerosolized drugs dripped down from the skies above because we looked up and cried for love. Honey Nigella sativa gently inserted into amoebas with nano tweezers to stop seizures in the roll up your sleeves. Then rebuild they photon receivers. A good writer gives all the credit to the readers. Verbal flash freeze, cold flows to the nth degree. One step closer to infinity. One step closer, the multiverse vocal that did it for the culture. The wait is near over. top of the day, I oxygenate with coffee and omelet steak. Then I decarboxylate, pull a stocking down over my face, tuck that thing in the waist, meet you downstairs at the gate. They say the brown-tailed squirrel is entitled to less in this world. I find it hard to respect those words. Tonic, subdominant, dominant, influence me to vocal a beat moderate while still placing my voice on top of it. Are you a philosopher? Yes, I think very deep. In fact, alkaline hydrolysis exists. When you come to terms with that, your blood will be attacked from biosludge in a vat, and your world will collapse. Vampires want blood and pseudoscientists want biosludge. Basic instructions before Bible club. The pillars of justice crushed to dust by a nigga with musket. They handcuffed him cause he spit with substance. Ask around, he ain't nothing to fuck with or be in love with. Them handcuffs is like titanium cufflinks. Verily, verily, I say unto you, microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Go ahead, claim that baggage. Delta Strike Force package. My drones over traffic cause accidents to happen. You must be reading my mind. He a one-man machine that rhyme. A baby Doberman eating at your spine, beginning to feed off your insides. If I was you, I wouldn't think twice. The main concern is to preserve life. If I was you, play nice, bruh. Don't be mean. I cried watching what happened to behind the scenes jeans. 299 days later, I walked in the bodega wearing gold-plated Ray-Ban aviators. Rap don't prove you great, I show you how catastrophe tastes. Throw battery acid in your face, the lawnmower man with motorized hands. My hydraulics crush hydrogen tanks that make a thug dance, no cap. I called Lord Cyborg on the map. He ain't no hip-hop cop, he got a badge for rap. 308 rap, unique angle of attack. That yellow belly rat just shot him in the back. Now you got a malfunctioning jetpack in zero gravity. How the fuck you gon' get back? Yo, send Black to go collect all his plaques. I never thought of that, but I'ma have to go with no thanks. I got a certified postage letter from the globalists on my dresser, and I ain't gon' never open it. They want my infinity tech. I signed the NDA with the senator. 14 years later, we see the release of something suspiciously similar. They stole my shit. Look at all them flows I spit. I'm multidisciplinary, yet nothing could have prepared me for what I experienced in the rap game summarily. Verily, verily, I say unto you, microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Verily, verily, I say unto you, I watched it all happen from the telecom room. In plain view, I saw Metatron under a full moon with the Sephiroth and his crew eating energon cubes. The Lord Cyborg's blackball is atrocious. The interview with Joe Rogan got zero promotion. Dr. Malone had him open, I was in the background coaching him. Dewey Cooper, the Black Cobra, TJ was choking him. Had him tapping out all over the linoleum. That Don Corleone got COVID again. Everyday occurrences like this are circumstantial aversions to get perverted into a burden. Holographic indigenous camouflage projection, a weapon system we generally use for our protection. Poetry margin to margin, now that's what I'm talking. If I'm flying in a Black Hawk, that's when I'm squawking. 100,000 bars of running, keep marching. I don't answer the phone, I don't care who calling. The bad boy a good talk, Kamehameha him a boss. That's him laying in the Himalayan salt. Blessed the man with heart, where beautiful things are. Barefoot before God, praying in the park. Lamb shish kebab, Wolfgang murder mouth in a synagogue. 50 bars, Capadonna win awards. Master built the bus, the group I'm a member of. We came to free the hip-hop prisoners and lift your spirit up. Third eye, live it up. The microphone is a good listener. Verily, verily, I say unto you, microphone check, 1, 2, 1, 2. I massage my mustache with limon bergamot from a glass. I think fog developed from hot gas. My Jamaican grandma gon' whoop your ass, cause you ate the last dumpling out the pot, dumbass. Verily, verily, I say unto you, microphone check, 2022.
I build wisely.
This industry never surprises me. Obisborn stanza when science provide the flyest iconography. 2022, a magnificent odyssey, sonically marvelous on A-Villa soundscapes. Illustrious discussions for the function on this tape. Play for keepsakes, plus innovate deep crates with mics and beat breaks. I infiltrate the helm of rap, compelling tracks from realms within deep space.
No need to explain, my whole team is flame. A few fell off, bells rock when the MC chains. Peep game, these Nowadays players make foul moves, clout chase, run their mouth like hoes do, without a doubt. Slap these hoes like a pimp supposed to, they crowd around. Massive builders move bricks to hold Jews, I hold my ground. Now you new kids on the block is old news, I wrote this down on the gravel that the movement rolls through, I hold my crown.
Retire any sire you inspired by. Speed of a cheetah, lying harder with the tiger's eye. Ali Selassie, the petty heavyweight. Stick and move with the groove, I slap box with fate. While the greats fall from grace, the fake move to take up their space. We build, destroy, create, and erase. I'm the arch nemesis of whackness, antithesis of stupid shit, epitome of pro-blackness.
Set us up, feet to the fire. I tell them more time is required. When we come out the other side, they quiet. We escape from a shithole worse than Gitmo. Man, I'd rather eat pinto beans than a pinto in Montenegro. On Jack Iglesias' boat with Jimbo. My flatulence forced gringos to open their windows. Kevin Madison, Wolfgang Sampson, the harvester of an antigen. Scientists call astaxanthin. Something to eat, take you beneath 40 feet to the coral reef. For black people don't see, that's why we beef. We speak through our minds. The translator turns it into rhymes. What you hear is different on your side.
I'm the elite, sweeping niggas off their feet. When they see me coming, they move to the other side of the street. I'm the headbanger, banging heads to the beat. The leader of the pack, but I move in a fleet. You can stand there and watch, you can stand there and see. But you won't run into a problem till you ran into me. I knock niggas unconscious, took their pride at their knees. Please stay awake, you don't wanna fall asleep. I'm outstanding, undefeated, I lift you off your feet. Niggas be talking crazy till they see me in the street. I get praised a lot, cause you know I like to win. I knock dirty niggas, I knock the dust up off their chin. Pay me like they owe me, I'm out to collect. Beating them is easy as singing the alphabet. I'm the future, I'm the present and the past. Don't sign a check with your mouth that your ass can't cash. Say goodbye to these names in the game, cause you know damn well I'ma kick ass and take names. It's the hardest man in rap, it's the hardest man in rap. So run and tell the people that the garbage man is back. I told everyone who would listen, these bums are gonna fall. I'ma clean up this rap game, yeah, once and for all. When I pop up, niggas already know I'm gonna spit all eyes on me. Whoever's in my way, it's gonna be some shit.
Yo, theatrical with patterns, Othello type status, basking in this mellow madness, far from a panhandler. Like Jason Alexander when he plays George Costanza, be in the go. When get us like Bertha Builder Stanza on some Cobra Commando. Black Marlon Brando, too tough to tackle or encapsulate to criticize. Indie art legitimizer, pro-black enterpriser, visualizer, strategizer, riding synthesizer.
Build with the masses, whole freshman class of trash. Fake ass and fake titties are getting the pass. Whack broads all fail to get the D. My A game, a ghostwrite your bars for a fee. They only turn on by the car keys of foreign types. Chasing bags, but the rhymes ain't worth the hype. Put your album with the Dom Perry on the ice. With the Dom Perry on the
From
ice.
Mars to Venus, written in the stars, who I be, master build. Backstroking in the black pool of genius. The Elohim team, the squad, the God's favor. Prince of darkness who spark nights with lightsabers. Dealing with non-fiction and actual facts. When forced to react, I cause Roman structures to crack. I'm Hannibal, not the cannibal, but the black man from Africa who conquered Europe riding wild animals.
America was freedom dependent. Citizens created equal descendants. When freedom is threatened and the evil isn't corrected, what are we left with? We are left with fear. And the fear is so effective, you can smell it in the air. It's connected. It's like something decrepit dying out in the desert. Vultures feed off our collective ineptness. There's more than enough dead meat to go around, but they are still aggressive in their natural element because they embody that animal essence. That's why we can't overcome this oppression. Conquistadors label us modern day lepers to steal all of our treasures. Marginalize us in every economic sector forever. That's pressure. So it's never about no legends. It's about the strength of their message. Born son brought the builders together. See, door to door doesn't necessarily mean force. It just means you gotta spread your ass cheeks when you cough. Seated at the table opposite God. Between us is a chessboard. I politely excuse myself to record. Excuse me, Lord, it was something I ate. Sodium glutamate on my plate. The media's fake. They vilify my race, but they're fans. We see logo, barcode, implants in their hands. I see them in the metaverse where I hang. A vampire clan. They like to wear skinny tight pants. I'm not impressed. I thought you were gonna show me your fangs. Calling my phone, stressing me out. What the fuck now? How I'm supposed to create what you running me down? You bugged out. I'ma ride you real hard till you sweat like a dog without drying you off. Then put put your ass back in the barn. Malice of forethought, a battle disaster with a broke arm. And now I can't play my guitar for my folk songs. My Elizabeth Winstead lesson, no more boom boom lemon. Very few friends in this music profession. Nas was right, hip-hop died. Look at it now, it's balkanized. And what did they ever offer you guys? It's like the jungle sometimes, it makes me wonder what 2022 gon' be like in the summer. Master Builders, my brother. As we walk through the strings of my soul, my pain, my joy, my thoughts, 1,000 bars equals one word from God. 6 billion stars in a world living in shit. I'm trying to figure out what this life really is. How it's this reality? Somebody fucking answer me. How could we allow ourselves to be in a fantasy in a world with lost souls and empty dreams? I'ma have to show my love in the form of MP3s. I was born in an empty sea. My tears created oceans, producing tsunami waves where emotions controlling the open seas of an unknown galaxy. I was floating in front of who I am physically, spiritually paralyzing, mind, body, and soul. It gives me energy when I'm lyrically exercising. I gotta spit till the story is told in a dream by celestial bodies. Follow me, baby.
I know the lyrics that I put to the music, it's always been cerebral in one way or another. But apart from that, I just feel like, man, you know, sometimes life beats you down just to remind you that you're alive. And you know, there's no better time than the present to try and actualize your dreams.
The universe is the mother of all. Whether big, whether small, whether short, whether tall, whether devil, whether God, whether weak, whether strong, whether right, whether wrong, whether that, whether this. Reptilian beast, bird, man, or fish. Nothing on this earth can dissuade this. Poet laureate with more shapes than snowflakes, existing everywhere, they still can't locate. My flow bloviates into a spiritual shape and co-creates reality. My internal compass pontificates dramatically. I am not here to negotiate with the enemy. I am here to create product of illuminated speech and wizardry. Poet laureate infinity. I will forever be the illest lyrically. Poet laureate infinity. A cataclysmic glass forced into expand. The center of the sand is a staircase. Microphone is sitting like study of coding, circular motion, it proves the para and the hyperbola. A cataclysmic glass forced into expand. The center of the sand is a staircase. Microphone is sitting like study of coding, circular motion, it both the para and the hyperbola. And the spacecraft keeps losing speed, losing speed, losing speed, losing speed, losing speed.
somebody? Somebody.
You